This is the bonus story that I promised yesterday, and I actually forgot to put it in yesterday's video. My mistake. Sorry for anybody that was looking for that and didn't get it at the end of the video, but here it is. Before we get started though, if this is your first time here, my name is Brian and I'm a reseller. I go to garage sales, estate sales, thrift stores, and Facebook Marketplace and find stuff to flip on eBay for a profit. I sell in the everything category on eBay, so I'm selling tools, toys, clothes, pots and pans, cassette tape cases, all sorts of stuff just to make a profit selling on eBay. So timing is something that being in the right place at the right time when you're a reseller is critical to success. So making sure that, you're driving around as garage sales are opening in the morning, looking for, video games or clothes or whatever you're looking for, that you're the first one there looking for those items can really be a big help. It might be standing in line for an hour or two at an estate sale, at the right estate sale, to get in the door first thing in the morning to get the items that you wanted to get, or have your first pick of whatever they have there at that estate sale. At thrift stores, it can be super hit and miss. You might walk in soon as they open up, but thrift stores are a little different. So the ones in my area open at 9. They're not stocking super late the night before, and they're not stocking first thing in the morning. So before it opens, I should say. So they'll start stocking and bringing out carts at around 9:30. So after about 9:30, new stuff starts hitting the floor in waves pretty much all day until about 4 or 5 o'clock. So, you could go back to the same thrift store probably 2 or 3 times a day and find stuff to resell that wasn't there on one of your earlier visits. It's just, again, it's timing. It's being at the right place at the right time. So bonus story for you. This was an interesting one. Last week, I was with my mother-in-law. I picked her up from a doctor's visit, and on the way home, she said, "Hey, let's stop at Starbucks and get a drink." I said, "Okay." Go through the drive-thru at Starbucks, and as we pull around to go to the drive-thru window, we notice there's a big, work truck parked there, and there's a guy in a bucket. So it's a bucket truck, and he's over the drive-thru. It's like, what is going on? And we noticed that he had just finished screwing in a new sign and had the old sign, which was just a big round plexiglass. I'm going to put a picture of it up right in here somewhere. You'll see it. Had pulled that down, had it in his bucket, and was headed down. And just as we were pulling up to the window, he was getting out of his bucket and climbing down out of it and then off the truck. So I was like, I wonder what they do with those signs. And she goes, "Yeah, I wonder what they do with them." So we got our stuff. I pulled over in front of the truck out of the lane of traffic, and I walked back and I said, "Hey, what do you do with those signs?" And he goes, "We just get rid of them. We just replace them and get rid of them." I was like, "Can I have that?" He goes, "Yeah, you can have it." And what had happened is wind had torn up had gotten behind the sign a little bit, the front face of it, and it ripped out some of the screw holes where it was being held onto the actual circular frame above the drive-thru. And so this was just the face of the sign, the plexiglass the plastic part. And it was big. This thing was 59 inches across, almost 5 feet. It was pretty good sized. So he goes, "Yeah, you can haul it away, you can have it." And I was like, "Awesome." And once I rolled up to my car, I was like, this isn't going to fit in my car. I called my wife. We live in the neighborhood across the street. So she drove over with her SUV. I kind of folded it just a little bit and slid it in the back and took it home the next morning, got up, cleaned it up. There was a little bit of dirt on it and stuff. This is Oklahoma. It's windy and there's red dirt, and just cleaned it up a little bit, got it looking good, posted it up on Facebook Marketplace, and I wasn't sure what to sell it for. I really wasn't. There was nothing like it for sale or that it sold, anything like that. And put it up for sale for $100. Just thinking, some people are going to send me offers and I'll just figure out what to take. I thought $100 was high. And within a few hours, started getting lots of interest on the sign. One guy offered me $30. One person offered me $50. A handful of people This always happens on Marketplace. I go, oh, I want to come get it. Where are you located? And I tell them, and they're an hour away. They're not going to come get it. So then I had one person say, hey, I'd like to get the sign. Can I come pick it up today? I said, absolutely. And she sent a friend to pick it up. And it was the funniest story. They both work at a Starbucks. They're roommates. They work at a Starbucks. They actually have a piece of another broken sign that they turned into a little poker table. And when they saw this, they knew they just had to have it so they could hang it on the wall in their apartment. So, I mean, they were the exact right buyer for this thing and didn't even question the $100, didn't try to make an offer, just showed up, paid the $100. I helped him get it in the back of his Jeep and he took off. So it was a really weird example of being in the right place at the right time that may not ever happen again, but it was fun while it did. And I put $100 cash in my pocket and it was pretty awesome. It happened so fast that the next morning, my mother-in-law goes, hey, are you gonna try to sell that sign? I was like, I already sold it. I sold it yesterday. They picked it up, got $100 for it. And she's like, what? She was surprised. So in any case, if you don't find something good at the spot you're at, go somewhere else. Try something different. If you're running routes on thrift stores, change up the time you go if you're hitting a dry spot. If you're going to garage sales, maybe change the time of day you go earlier, hit the estate sales earlier. Facebook Marketplace, there's new stuff popping up all the time. There's so many things where I see just listed as I refresh just the session I'm in. So, maybe take some time and look on there. There's stuff to resell on Facebook Marketplace. It's getting a little harder on Facebook Marketplace, but there's still stuff you can buy and resell there too. So, but that's my story. It was pretty wild the way the whole thing happened. I even cut my finger. I got a little battle scar here now from the edge of the frame as I was trying to move that thing around. But yeah, it was a fun experience, and I was able to put a little bit of money in my pocket. So that's it. If you have any comments or questions, let me know the craziest thing that you ever gotten for free and turned it into money, just, reselling it. Let me know about that down in the comments. But if you have any comments or questions, leave those down below. I'll get back to you right away. And until next time, have a great day.